Hey there, it's Michael Greenwood back again with another video. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 5 ways to be happier. Yeah, so at whichever stage of your life you're at, you might be older than me, younger than me. I'm mid-40s, and these are some of the things that I do every day just to help me to feel more joy, be in a high vibrational state, basically, and just have more energy, basically, just be happier and more joyful, more content in what I do. So just a little bit about me for context then. So I'm a business owner, which can be quite stressful, and I have to have a good work-life balance, basically, or I can start to burn out, because it's a very stressful business. And I always say that business is like one big professional, personal development journey where you've got to kind of become a new version, like a 2.0 version. I've had to become like a better version of myself, and I'm still not there. It's and it's not just necessarily becoming a new version. You might have to become a new version for the next leg of the journey as well. And life seems to work in chapters, so I might become a 3.0 version, 4.0 version, 5.0 version. So yeah, it's about leveling up, and it's about it's not always about adding more things as well. A lot of the time in business, it's about adding more leverage. So you're kind of doing less of the leg work or the donkey work, like the operational work, and more of the strategic thinking. And a lot of the time, I will be kind of thinking about things quite deeply, and then letting my subconscious kind of work out the problem. So I'll give myself space for that rather than all hands on deck all the time, doing loads of operational work. So the thing with my business is I'm always looking to build systems, processes, so I can use other people's time to get them doing a job for me as part of the small business that I own and run. So I'm a work in progress as well. We're all a work in progress as far as I'm concerned until we leave this earth, until the day that we die. That's what I believe. I don't think we ever necessarily reach. We certainly reach milestones and things like that. And I believe in coming outside of my comfort zone, and just to, like I said, to add context to this. So my version of happiness is really contentment in knowing that I'm pushing forward and progressing. And I'm not talking about perfectionism or trying to reach this pinnacle or the peak of the mountain, metaphorically, because often times when you reach that goal, you'll want another goal as well, and you look back at it and you think, oh, I actually enjoyed the journey more than the end point itself. So just enjoy the journey day to day would be the main takeaway from this video. Certainly I believe in delaying gratification, working very smart and hard, and filling my day with lots of nice productive stuff. But a lot of the productive stuff as well will be what I consider to be productive would be meditation, walking. Everything works like mixing up the ingredients to make a cake or something like that, really. So that work-life balance really is key for me. But I'll tell you something, I don't really like that term as well. So the work-life balance, I think we're living all the time. I don't think we defer in life whilst we're working. So I don't really like the term, but I'll use it anyway because that's the term that is used, really. That's the phrase. So work-life balance is really what we're going for, because we can't work all the time, even though sometimes work might not feel like it if you're self-employed or you're company owner or freelancer. We still got to have that downtime, to reset, because we get lots of inputs into the brain, in my opinion. So if you've got a different opinion on this, drop me a comment in. But now I'm going to go through the 5 ways that I've learned to be happier. And number 1 is by practicing gratitude every day. So I think about 10 10 things that I'm grateful for. So I take a few minutes each day. You can just do, I say minimum 3, but I do 10. This can shift your mindset. It can help you to focus on what's good in your life rather than what you haven't got. What happens then is, because you're thinking positively, you're going to be in a high vibrational energy state, and that's only a good thing, basically. So you can write these things down. I use the same while I'm driving or something like that. But yeah, as long as you're focusing on them, then it can help to improve your overall well-being. So that's number 1. Practicing gratitude, very, very important. When you're focusing on positivity, you can't possibly focus on negativity. And at least for the time when you're focusing on gratitude, and there's a cumulative effect as well, but at least for the time that you're practicing on the positive and the good things in your life, you're not going to be able to be thinking about the negatives. So it shifts your mind, and it shifts your mindset, and it can alter your paradigm as well, give you a paradigm shift. So that you're overall a more positive person and a nicer person to be around. So you'll actually lift up other people rather than maybe draining them of energy. Not that I'm saying that any of us necessarily are, but there are some people who are kind of like energy vampires. And being around more positive people can help as well. But also to be able to be around more positive people, we need to be more positive as well. So that's one of the things that I do, practice gratitude, what I'm grateful for. Next one is connecting with others. So prioritizing meaningful relationships. We are human beings, and other people are a key source of happiness to us. We're not meant to live in solitude. So having that human connection, when you speak to somebody else, a mastermind is formed, and you can feed off each other. So spending quality time with your family, your friends, other people, colleagues, associates, all that kind of thing, other business people with ideas, it can really help. And there's like some magic that happens. We're social creatures. So just having a genuine conversation. Look, if you live on your own, let's say you kind of live in solitude. As an example, you can still seek out people and speak to them. And whether it's online or whether it's in person, you go to the local butchers and you have a nice chat and a conversation. You put a smile on somebody's face, and if you see somebody who lives in solitude, for example, or lives on their own, perhaps the partner's passed away or something like that, and they're living on their own, you just showing your face can really brighten up the day as well. So having that altruistic, positive attitude as well to help other people can really help. So next one is moving your body, regular exercise, and diet and nutrition that goes with that as well. So I tend to do a lot of intermittent fasting where I eat in a smaller window, but yeah, just moving the body, moving around, really, really important. Whatever you enjoy doing. So it could be yoga, Pilates, martial arts, dancing, anything like that. Just walking, jogging, anything like that. I like walking. I like hiking. I like doing kettlebells and things like that. So that's kind of what works for me. Doing some press ups and stuff. It releases endorphins, makes you feel better. That's the natural. You get the natural dopamine going, and it's one of those things where I always say that you can go for happiness, you go for joy. Happiness can be quite fleeting, but joy can be joy in the hard work that you're doing, like the working out and the walking and things like that. And then you get the gratification at the end of it. You get that endorphin rush, which is delayed gratification because you have to do some exercise to get that. It's not like eating a piece of chocolate where you get it straight away, but then you feel bad afterwards. You actually got to do the walk for half an hour, or 15,000 steps, or a few hours walking, whatever you're going to do, and then get the boost in the mood naturally, rather than the artificial mood booster like taking a drug or something like that. So yeah, delayed gratification rather than instant gratification. Moving your body is a great way of getting that. Another one is spending time on what actually matters. So look, I'm a busy business owner, but I will really plan what I'm going to do to move the needle, and also I'm quite particular about my food as well. So I won't tend to eat out somewhere where it's not particularly nice. We cook a lot at home, and I like to barbecue, so I'll get the really nice meat. I'd rather have that and have a bit less than that if I need to, and it's quality over quantity. So I don't go for the kind of cheap. I like to buy the best that I can afford, really. When it comes to anything. So that's how I prioritize things. But spending time on what matters, and as long as it aligns with your values and is crucial as well. It could be work, it could be a hobby, it could be anything like that. But the most precious commodity that we've got is time, and we can't get time back, and we can spend money to get time back. So it's very important, all areas of life, to spend time on what actually matters. And top is family, and we've got to make money to look after family. So work's very important too. It depends on what stage you are at in your life, but really, if you're unintentionally sitting down and watching loads of Netflix, or kind of doom scrolling on social media for hours a day, and you're not actually getting anything, you're just being a consumer rather than a creator, then it might be time to kind of take stock of where the time's been spent and start to spend it on what matters. We talk about in business moving the needle, which is one of those phrases where we do things that actually grow the business. And what I've learned to do in business is pay other people to get my time back, so I can buy time back with money, and then they can do the team can do tasks that I have allocated to them, and delegated to them, trained them how to do it as well, and they can do that, and I can concentrate on more strategic things, or other operational tasks that only kind of I can do at this point until we get the revenue up higher. So yeah, spending time on what matters, being very mindful about that. Planning, journaling can help with that. Meditating on things, meditating just to replenish as well, so you're not kind of always firing on all cylinders, because that can lead to burnout. So these are all the things that I've learned over time. So next one, last one is limiting screen time and social media. They're very important, especially if you're being more a consumer than a creator. So I will spend very minimal time on social media. I'll use YouTube for learning. I use social media in my business, but I'm very much on the creating side when it comes to social media. So spending too much time online, it can really you're having a lot of stuff fired at you, and it can be very depleting to the energy reserves. It can also lead to comparison of others as well. I mean, you might be watching somebody's life, or the parts of the life that they want to show you, on social media and things like that, and then getting the green-eyed monster, getting jealous, envy. So yeah, it's just not good, and it can lead to depressing thoughts and things like that. So I would say we've all got our life. We should be living our life, and then a little bit of social media I think is okay. But if you're finding that you're doing 3 hours scrolling and you just sat there doing the scrolling, it's really not good. So set some boundaries. You can do that with the screen time on your phone and all that kind of stuff. If you're struggling with the willpower, but yeah, just be more intentional about your screen use and the Netflix as well. So if you find that you get into the Netflix on an evening, you only allocate yourself an hour, but then you go into bed at like 2 o'clock in the morning or something, or 3 a.m. Because you've ended up watching like a full box set rather than going to bed. That is not you're borrowing from tomorrow. You're borrowing some energy from tomorrow, and you're going to be groggy tomorrow with that. You can get away with it when you're young. You can get away with it to a certain extent. If you've got a pressing deadline, that might be okay and all that kind of thing. but if you keep doing it, it can make you ill. It can make you burn out, and you're going to have to pay the piper at some point if you keep borrowing from tomorrow. So what I do in terms of overall, with a business, I will work to about 90%, and I'll leave 10% in the tank in the energy reserves in case there is an emergency. So I'm not getting to the point of burnout. And even if I want to carry on, doing some work or something or whatever, I don't drink alcohol. I've not drunk alcohol for over 2.5 years now, and because that would just slow me down, and I've just got so much to do. I haven't got time to have my brain slowed down, have me hangovers and things like that. So it just got to a point where I thought, right, yeah, I'm not drinking anymore. I don't smoke. I used to smoke. I stopped smoking when I was 24. So that's over 20 years ago now. So I'm always looking for ways of optimizing and what I'm doing, because I want to achieve a lot in my life. Because there's so much to do. There's so much beauty out there in terms of what we can do. So it's just important that we keep our body as a well-oiled machine, and I want to live as long as I can, as high quality of life as I can. To be able to look after my family, achieve what I want to achieve. And your objectives change as well. So your goals, your objectives change over time. And different people, horses for courses, different people want to achieve different things. But I just think it's important to, they say choose your poison. I mean, for me, the only thing I think would be, I like coffee and things like that. So I like coffee. And I don't really think there's anything wrong with it as well. I have nice quality coffee. I'm not really into much else, which is kind of bad for my health. So there's the odd chocolate bar and stuff like that every so often. But and I've got to be careful with that, because that can be addictive. The sugar, the white sugar and stuff like that in the chocolate and stuff. So, and there's no nutritional value. It's just calories. So yeah, I hope this has been helpful for somebody out there. Drop me a comment if you've got any different opinions on this, but this is how I do it. I hope this is helpful. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.